Hi everyone, Sherry Miller here today on day 7 with the sun shining right in my eyes, but I really wanted a video with these beautiful wild asters behind me because I like to make beautiful videos. So I'm tolerating the sun and hope it's not ruining my video. Today I wanted to kind of move forward from yesterday where we talked about behavior as movement and what causes complete shutdown or complete movement that is turbulent because it's not tied to the center versus beautiful movement which happens when there is freedom of the limbs moving from the center. And that's both literally in your physical body and figuratively in the emotional way. And I've always given an equation for what leads to stress or fear or drive or flow. Those are the 4 results that you can get as far as the feelings of energy in motion. And today, or this past week, I found a way to really simplify that. So I'm going to consider that more advanced training. Hi Tracy, how are you? I'm going to give you that formula, but I'm going to call that more advanced training because it's kind of a lot to hold in your consciousness all at once, hold in your awareness. And I'm going to show you the easier one. That's a nicer way to step into this understanding of the feeling of movement in your body. So the equation is the relative grounding and suppleness. So the relation of your grounding and suppleness is versus whatever you're encountering, plus the emotional relevance, plus the stakes combine to that result in either some variation of stress or fear or drive or flow. And that's all true, and I still love that equation because there's so much you can do with it. But I think in the beginning, there's a really an easier way to start feeling this in your body and feeling the corresponding movement that happens, whether it's smooth or turbulent or high or low or all those things. So, and I'm going to kind of rush through this because I only have a few minutes. I'm sorry. We just look at 2 variables in this easier way of doing it. And it's arousal, which corresponds to relative grounding and suppleness, but we'll call it arousal, being high or low. And then it's kind of a twist on emotional relevance, but it's talking about whether or not, in general, you're looking at something optimistically or pessimistically. So optimism versus pessimism. So then you get, if you can see this, you get these 4 quadrants. And so you have high arousal, low arousal, and, oh, it's going to be backwards for you. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. There's a way to flip the phone, but I don't know how, and I'm in a hurry right now. Anyway, you'll get it. Optimism and pessimism. And so you end up with the 4 quadrants, which when you have high arousal and pessimism, that's fear. When you have low arousal and pessimism, that's anxiety, worry, stress. When you have high arousal and optimism, that's excitement. And when you have low arousal and optimism, that's calmness. And sorry, this is backwards. I know this. And then all the subtleties of emotion can fit in a circle around there. But these are the 4 quadrants. And when you understand and learn to feel the corresponding movements of those, like fear is a loss of sense of self in relation to others, so that falling sensation, and the turbulence of stress and anxiety, and excitement, which can be unnerving if you fall out of it into fear, or it can be fun if you can come out of it into calmness. So when there are behaviors in ourselves or our animals or anyone else that are not the behaviors that